Hello, welcome to All About Energy podcast, produced by Acclaim Energy. My name is Gregg Goldstein. I'm a senior account executive, and I'm going to be providing you with an update on tips to reduce your energy rate on your next position, and quick energy efficiency and tax savings with fast ROIs. There are many ways to purchase energy in Texas. On this podcast, we will look at one of these benefits that can remove some of the risk and help you take control of the energy expense and strengthen your forward positions. As Mark stated in the previous podcast regarding the forward curves and natural gas strips, one should be an order giver, not an order taker. By using the same method in this tip, you should be able to shave fractions off the rate and put your business in a better position going forward. If you look at construction in Texas, it slows down in the winter. That leaves fall, spring, and summer that they crank out the buildings you will acquire for your business. It means about 25% of the businesses will start their energy contract in the summer and most likely be given a rate by a supplier with a standard term of 12, 24, and 36 months on the contract. But wait a minute. You just signed a contract with a summer rate. Now you have it for a full term and you are paying a premium. Here's why you should know this tip. Going back to Mark's podcast again, natural gas is where the generators set the price at. Typically, the country uses natural gas to generate energy during the spring and fall at normal consumption rates. Add a cold winter into that equation and consumers will use more natural gas to heat their businesses and homes, which justifies higher rates in December and January. In Mark's podcast, he also stated that the United States natural gas production rates are at an all-time high, but during the winter we aren't storing as much natural gas as we are using. Add a hot summer and the generators will use more natural gas to generate more electricity for the cooling demand. So be an order giver and add the months to the lowest rate, which is the spring, when natural gas is consumed the least, like April or May. If your business opens in July, you would ask for a term that would end in May, or 20 months, or 32 months, or 44 months instead of the normal 12, 24, 36 month contract. This will give you a lower starting rate because you added more off-shoulder months and set you up for your next position in the lower rate cycle. The summer months in Texas are typically June through September, so do your math and you will save in the long run. The next tip works primarily in CenterPoint but is used by all the utilities. CenterPoint exposes a power factor penalty on the bill. It is a penalty for using over 5% of working energy given to the business or going below 95%. Let's look at what power factor is. If you go into an elevator for this example, it is always on, the lights are on, doors are open, and then they close. This is the 5% free working power that you get. When you tap a floor button, the motors engage and the elevator moves. The difference of energy used in this is the penalty charged. A number below 95 is common, but not every business fixes it. Crazy as it may sound, but in a lot of buildings, motors, pumps, HVAC, and other large consuming machines are outdated. They need maintenance or replacing. For example, restaurants may have a low power factor score of 94, but the solution to fix it may outweigh the cost of savings. Most companies look for a 36-month return on their investment, or ROI, as a standard criteria to move forward on some projects. A major point not to overlook is that this is also making the grid very reliable by using the energy smarter. The method to fix this and stop paying a penalty below 95%, which could add up to thousands a month in layman's terms, is to add a battery backup to the main panel of the building, which stores the necessary power needed to remove the penalty. These must be designed, built, and installed by a company that does power factor correction. The last tip has nothing to do with the cost of energy, but what type of business that is using the energy. In the great state of Texas, it is allowed to be tax exempt on utility bills. If you meet the conditions, a company can hire a predominant use engineer to do a study of their business. If you meet those conditions, the engineer will file the papers at the state comptroller's office so the business can stop paying the sales tax on the utility bills. And you may even apply for a refund of up to 4 years of those utility bill taxes. That could be a windfall for some businesses. The typical businesses that may qualify are manufacturing, processors, assemblers, or fabricators. They must use a smaller percentage of the space for offices than production, and that all is cooled. Even some schools, churches, and nonprofits are still paying utility bill taxes that can be exempted. The ROI is about 6 to 18 months in most cases. If your business can use Acclaim's help in sourcing either one of these mentioned services or companies, please give us a call. Thank you for listening to All About the Energy podcast. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to share it with your colleagues. Acclaim Energy specializes in assisting organizations optimize their energy portfolio, mitigate risks, and capture the best prices. For more information, contact us at 713-524-0250 or visit our website at acclaimenergy.com. Thank you.